Do you dream of living a life of travel and adventure? Do you watch RVing videos like we do on YouTube, but sometimes think to yourself, how do they do it? How do they make it look so easy? Or they must have a ton of money. Or you think to yourself, I could never leave my job to live full-time on the road.
We've been there, and we've definitely allowed ourselves to feel discouraged instead of inspired when watching those videos. But in March of 2021, we discovered a unique way to accomplish something that we thought would only ever happen someday. In this video, we are going to show you how you can make money and live and travel to some amazing places.
Since we hit the road earlier this year, we've met so many people who've never even heard of work camping.
Yeah, so let's define work camping. For us, because we're middle-aged, not even close to retirement, for us that means we are going to go to probably a campground, work for wages. Our site will be covered, so we're not going to have any rent. Our utilities are also covered, so we don't have any utility bills. And if we're lucky, we have killer Wi-Fi and possibly even free laundry.
So many people think that camp hosting, aka work camping, is just for retirement age people. And although that's definitely true, we're seeing a whole new movement of millennials and Gen Xers making this their lifestyle.
We use work camping to fund our full-time travel lifestyle, but everybody's needs are going to be different. And we've met people who are probably our age and they haven't needed the income that we need. And so they just work for their site and their utilities. And you can do that. And we're going to tell you all about it. We're going to tell you all about all of the different possibilities that are available with work camping.
So one example would be Campground Workamping. And with this, you work for either a private campground or a corporate campground. You generally work 28 to 40 hours and make an income. Some campgrounds ask for a certain number of hours in exchange for your campsite. A lot of them offer free Wi-Fi, free laundry, free full hookups basically, and then any additional hours worked would be paid. There are, like I said, a lot that pay you for all hours worked, and you get the free site and all those other free amenities. Generally, they hire couples. They do hire singles as well. The men usually do light maintenance, mowing, that type of thing, site cleanup, escorting folks to their campsites, and the women do office work, administrative and customer service type jobs. We, in one of the jobs we had, did 1 day a week light housekeeping. It's really not as bad as you think.
If you love the food service industry, there's lots of fun opportunities with work camping. You can be a line or a prep cook. You can be a bartender, a server. You could be a barista, a cafe worker, just lots of potential. And a lot of these offer wages plus tips. And sometimes your site is covered in the compensation package. Other times you're working a certain number of hours to cover that as well.
Camp hosting is what most people think of when they hear work camper. Camp hosts are usually volunteers for National Forest, Forest Service, BLM or Bureau of Land Management, state, county, municipal campgrounds, and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The positions provide your site and utilities for free. There are no wages, but those are in exchange for an average of 15 to 25 hours per week. Camp hosts work in the office, they assist guests, clean restrooms and other facilities. They do site cleanup, mowing, repair work, and other miscellaneous duties.
Adventureland Amusement Park is another popular work camping opportunity. So this is going to be right outside Des Moines, Iowa. At time of filming, you make $9.50 per hour. All your hours are paid. You receive your site and utilities for free, and they offer season end bonuses. They've been hiring work campers for over 20 years, so that's really cool. A lot of people who love amusement parks love these jobs, and we've also heard that Dollywood in Tennessee hires as well.
National parks is another job you can have. Usually you're working for a contracting company like Xanterra or Delaware North. These companies operate stores throughout the national parks, ranging from gift shops outdoor recreation, and food service. They usually have openings for cashiers, stockers, cooks, warehouse associates, porters, kitchen helpers, servers, housekeeping, and much more. You are paid for the hours worked, and at the time of this video, Delaware North was hiring for a starting wage of $15 an hour. Full hookup RV sites are available for minimal cost. Fees for water, sewer, and electricity may be extra depending on each location. They also offer an employee meal plan, store discounts, and free recreational activities. You may even receive a season completion bonus. We met a wonderful couple who worked for Delaware North in Yellowstone this past summer. They told us they were working 4 to 5 days a week from 32 to 40 hours each week. We have heard that Delaware North is looking at a 4-day work week for their employees, which would be amazing.
Now we're going to cover a few jobs that pay very well in a short amount of time. These are going to be jobs that you definitely have to work hard at, but they're well worth it. So a lot of people use these jobs to replenish their savings. Many people use them to fund their travels for months so they don't have to work. So it's an exciting category. So as work campers, I think the first thing people think about when they think of making a lot of money in a short amount of time is the sugar beet harvest. So you're asked to commit to the full month of October, which means arriving the last week of September for training. This is a weather dependent job, of course, so you're going to be working at the piling sites. You're not out in the field harvesting sugar beets. You are still out in the weather at the piling sites. The wages for this job are $19.50 at time of filming. That would be the straight pay for your first 8 hours. And then you work 12-hour shifts. So you're gonna work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. You will receive $19.50 for those first 8 hours. After that, you'll receive time and a half for the other 4 hours. Saturdays are gonna be time and a half. Sundays are gonna be double time. They do offer season completion bonuses, and they also offer a stay pay program that was new this year. So what that is if you're not able to work due to weather, you receive 4 hours of pay for that day that you're not able to work.
Truck driver crop harvest is another job. It's something I did last October, and we're definitely going to be doing it again. You do work some long hours. I worked as many as 18 hours more than once, and then you also work on average maybe 11 to 13 hours. And it is weather permitting. So if you have bad weather roll in, you might have a couple days off. That just comes with the job. You are running grain, whether it's field corn or soybean, from the fields to the elevator or the grain bins. And then you're going back to the field. You're just making multiple trips per day. Now, some people will question whether or not you need a CDL to do this. From my experience, you do not need a CDL if you're working for a farmer. We grossed just over $10,000 in the time that we worked, so there's really good money to make working for a farmer. So another driving job is a truck driver for the sugar beet harvest. Again, like the other driving jobs for a farmer, you do not need a CDL. The job is a 3-week job, but I would plan on the entire month of October being available. At the time of filming, the pay was $18 an hour, and that does include a free campsite. The trucks do run 24 hours. You could be on a day shift or on an evening shift. Basically, they're just hauling the sugar beets from the fields to the piling stations. It is long hours.
We even saw women doing this.
We did.
We saw several women driving trucks.
Yep. So ladies, if you are feeling up for the challenge, feel free to apply for that job as well. Amazon Camperforce is also another great opportunity to make a lot of money in a short period of time. They hire for their fulfillment centers for packing, picking, sorting, and handling packages between their trucks. Their compensation at the time of filming was $15 an hour for full and part-time positions. They also offer a camp pay, which is $120 weekly on your check to contribute towards your campground expenses. You get to choose the campground. They also have an assignment completion bonus, which is paid out at 50 cents for each regular hour worked and a $1 for all overtime hours worked. It's paid after the assignment is complete, and overtime does vary per state and it's not guaranteed. They offer medical and prescription coverage after 90 days and a 401k and referral bonus as well. Pumpkin patches, Christmas trees, and fireworks are other jobs where you can make a lot of money in a short period of time. Now, we can't speak to the exact requirements or pay for each of these positions, but we have been in touch with a place out of California that does pumpkin patches and Christmas trees, so we do have a little knowledge on it. Jobs range from 1 to 3 months, and you work a lot of hours managing the retail lots, and you do need to be in decent shape. As part of the compensation, you receive a site, some that have full hookups and hourly wages in some cases as well. A base salary plus commission for others, including a few that pay between $3,500 and $5,500 plus bonuses. So again, you can make a lot of money in a short period of time. Some other unique work camping opportunities would be:
you can caretake for animals. So for all you animal lovers out there, you can take care of horses, farm animals, all sorts of animals.
Working at a winery.
You can do sales and advertising.
And if you're a baseball lover, you can work a kiosk at a Major League Baseball spring training.
And the most interesting work camping opportunity that we have seen is a remote astrophotography astronomy site was requesting a work camper. It was a short-term assignment, but they wanted somebody to do caretaking for their horses, but also assist astronomers. So there's literally something for everybody. I mean, talk about a unique opportunity.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lot of information. We totally know how you're feeling because our minds were blown the first time we learned of all these opportunities. So now you're asking yourself, how do I get this information?
So we found the #1 resource to be workamper.com. That's WORKAMPER.com. And we'll put that in the description below. We have the Diamond membership, and we highly recommend this membership because you're able to receive each individual job posting as they are released. So if you have your eye on an area that you're interested in, like we were with Montana, you're able to apply right away and get your application in there for them to look at much sooner than some other people. So if you give them our names when you do join workamper.com, it's Matt and Lori Duchesne, and our member number is 269-907. That just helps us to know that we've helped you.
And we'll put that in the description below. We'll also put in the description below a whole lot of other information for you. It's going to be a great resource for you to look at. We are your work camper resource. So if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. We'll get back to you as quickly as we can. We would also really appreciate it if you would click the subscribe button, give us a like. If we've helped you out at all, that would really help us. You can also click the bell notification and be notified of any future videos like this as well.
Now get out there and wander.